to City Skin Clinic. I'm Dr Ibrahim and I'm going to talk to you today about a really exciting procedure that you've probably heard about already, and it's called the non-surgical rhinoplasty. It's also known as non-surgical nose reshaping in our clinic, or 15-minute nose job. All of these terms describe the same procedure, which is basically reshaping the nose with an injection of hyaluronic acid dermal filler. I stress hyaluronic acid dermal filler just because that's the only type of filler, in my professional opinion, that should go in the nose or in the face in general. And if anyone else offers you anything that isn't hyaluronic acid dermal filler, please run away. With this procedure, this video is really just to give you an overview about what it is, a little bit about how we do it at our clinic, and also to help you decide if it's something that could be for you, and also when actually might not be appropriate. I'm also going to go through some of the risks of the procedure and how to make sure that you're in the safest possible hands. So with the non-surgical rhinoplasty, this is a procedure that's been going for a few years now, but it's picked up a little bit in popularity. It's a very advanced procedure, so really is usually and hopefully always will be the case, offered by people with more experience with injecting the face and who are very familiar with the anatomy of it. And the aim is to improve the profile of the nose so that you can get a slightly straighter nose if that's what you want, but more importantly, it can balance and harmonize the face. And this is what you should really be thinking about when you're considering any of these procedures, not just about fixing or improving a specific body part, but also how it's going to work with the rest of your face. The non-surgical rhinoplasty is really good if you are someone with, for example, a bump, or the tip of your nose is a little droopy, or your nostrils kind of flare out a lot when you talk and you want to address these and kind of bring the proportions to your face back together. It works really well. So in our clinic, for example, we don't look at the nose in isolation. We look at the cheeks, and we especially look at the chin and the jawline. And so when we're looking at the non-surgical rhinoplasty candidates, what we do is assess kind of the angles around the face. And I've got something kind of, that you can see right now on the screen about what these angles should be like and how we can harmonize them. So the procedure itself takes 15 minutes. It's not very long. In the right hands, there shouldn't really be, and with the right product, there shouldn't really be any swelling or any bruising or anything like that, although whenever you inject a product into the face, you should be prepared for that. So by all means, if you've got an important event in the day after it, or that evening, or you're going away, then you should postpone this procedure. And the products that are available for use at our clinic, we use Voluma or Volux, which is, you've seen my previous video, it's the thickest kind of filler that Juvederm offer. And this is good for kind of a more robust nose, especially perhaps a male nose where we need to do a little bit more building up. This procedure is really good for any ages or any ethnic groups and any shape of noses, because the idea is that you're not doing the same nose for everyone and that you're creating balance that's appropriate for that person's face and for their needs. In terms of the procedure itself, there are risks whenever you inject anyone's face, and this is really important. I'm going to have a photo op to kind of just go through the anatomy of the area of the face that you're injecting. And it's really important that whoever's performing this procedure is aware of the blood vessels that are there and how to minimize the risk of hitting them with the filler, or even worse, with the needle. The injection itself, although it only takes 15 minutes to do the whole procedure, each of the injections involves a very small amount of filler put into place, and then stepping back and assessing the result and seeing how it goes with the rest of the face. In terms of downtime, like I mentioned, there really isn't any, and that's one of the reasons that makes this procedure really popular with people, is that you can go back to work or whatever you're doing straight away. What you can't do is wear anything like a constrictive visor for the next few days, and we ask you not to do any vigorous exercise or anything that's going to make you really hot and sweaty, and that can kind of cause the filler to swell. Pain-wise, this isn't a painful procedure, and we use numbing cream. However, everyone reacts differently because you have a bit of filler in that area. you might feel a tiny bit sore the next day or the day after, and it's worth kind of discussing that during your appointment. And finally, everything is good within its limitations. So whilst the non-surgical nose reshaping is really good for a large number of people, there are a few people where we would discourage them from having it. One of them is if you've had many surgical procedures to your nose or a lot of trauma to your nose in the past. I'm not saying this procedure can't be for you, but in that situation you want to see someone who can offer both surgical and non-surgical treatments. So for example, like an ENT surgeon, and that way they can advise you on what might be best, because those kind of noses usually are scarred, or there's a lot of adhesive tissue that makes it very hard to get a good result. And what you want with any treatment, surgical or non-surgical, is to choose the most appropriate treatment for you straight away, so that we can minimize risks or minimize an unsatisfactory result. Other people that we would advise not getting this done is obviously teenagers and young people, and in our clinic we tend to not really treat anyone under the age of 21. I know this is quite hard because there are lots of people who are younger and who would like these procedures, but we personally feel your face is still developing, and you're also developing into yourself, and it's best to avoid having these treatments until you reach that age. That being said, we do appreciate that there are people who do really suffer from bullying and who do want to do something, and in that situation we'll always encourage you to see someone who specializes in children and doing both surgical and non-surgical treatments, just because the face is developing and we need to take that into account. With that being said, I'm just going to go through a couple of cases that I'd like you to see what the non-surgical rhinoplasty can do. And the first is a young man who has had a bump and dents to the nose. Now, with him, he wanted to improve the profile of his nose, but he didn't want it to look less masculine, and so in that situation, whilst we straightened the nose, we kept some of the angles that you can see marked up on the screen, and that's given him a nice kind of balanced nose that hasn't taken away from his masculine proportions. The other is a case of a lady who, already all of these people have lovely noses, there's just the little bits that bother them about it. And with her, the main thing was a small hump, but also it was just the tip that was drooping, and she needed a little bit of building up in the nose. Now, in someone like that, you don't want to take away from their delicate features, and so what we did is tailor that procedure so that she has a little bit more of a definition to the nose, and we've opened up the angle between the tip of the nose and her lips, given her a little bit of an upward turn to her profile, but whilst maintaining the facial structures that make her beautiful and that are unique to her as well. Anyway, that's a bit of a wrap from me with the non-surgical nose reshaping, and please feel free to either send us an email or leave a comment below if you have any questions or there's anything that I missed or you'd like me to cover. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell so that you know when our next video is up, and give the video a thumbs up.